What's up, guys? This is a nothing stream. Nothing's gonna happen. I'm assuming nothing's gonna happen. Sorry. But enjoy me a Subway sandwich. And I want to get you guys thoughts on what type of party game we should go ahead and play tonight, or if we should just go ahead and do a multiplayer game where you guys can join along and play along. A good ass sandwich, man. And Justin? Nah. I don't think so. So I'm still in I'm in Keller right now because again Keller's literally like 2 steps away from my house. Chilling again. I'm doing good, buddy. But I'm outside of the park right now. So hopefully no one will bother me. This is honestly one of my favorite sandwiches, man. Go to Subway, Italian urban cheese, do the spicy Italian. Freaking good. With pepper jack, I'm gonna tell you my exact order. Italian urban cheese, spicy Italian, pepper jack toasted with lettuce, tomato, cucumbers, black olives, jalapenos, salt and pepper, and don't forget the sweet onion sauce. Fire, dog. Real good. Paul, you're missing out. Text bud, I am in Keller. But instead of like a neighborhood, I just went down the block and parked near a park trail. What's up, Rika? How you doing? The baby, she's doing good. How you doing, David? Yeah, the baby's doing well. The baby's doing well. We just had one of her teeth come in, and it's caused the issue. It looks like a small little grape in her mouth. I was like, oh man, she must be in pain. So we're gonna take her to the yeah, I got a kid, man. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, she's teething, and we were like, should we take her to the doctor for this one because this one looks really inflamed. How you doing, model citizen? Oh, fucking delicious, man. Oh yeah, she's fine. How you doing, Bolthead? So again, I'm having this nothing stream to eat one, but also to ask you guys, those of y'all who have a high-end computer that can run, some games, if you guys would be interested in doing a live stream where we can all join in, talk, and play games together, and you can ask me questions, do all the the normal stuff that we usually do in a open discussion, but this time we're just having a little let's play. And if you do have a high-end computer, what games do you play? I'll see if I have it on my system, and we can go ahead and just join in there. Well, they're having a yard sale. You want to do Warzone? I mean, Warzone is free. And it is cross-platform. And I do have it, I believe. I got to re-download it, though. We could do that, actually. I can find a little pool game. If people aren't really too keen on the first-person shooters, we can do pool. We can do some golf. If you guys like golf. You play some poker. Again, we can probably figure this out. And get that poker going. We can get something going. Man, it was a good sandwich, man. So, model says, I haven't played a lot of first-person shooters in a long time. I used to be highly competitive, and I just haven't been able to get back into it. Nice. This is a good ass sandwich, man. Yeah, I mean, I used to game all the time. Yeah, I used to game all the time, and I used to be real good at it. I don't think I'm that good at it anymore, but again, I haven't really played in a long time either. I kind of got burnt out with work and everything, and then since I'm working from home, I'm always in front of my computer, and I don't know how you guys feel about like working in the same place and then gaming in the same place, but it kind of like demotivates you from like wanting to do that. Yeah, bullhead, I used to do that. I used to love Modern Warfare too, man. I stopped playing that for. I stopped playing Modern Warfare and Call of Duty. I think after Ghost. After Ghost. Because I think that one, it kind of ruined it for me. Because I used to always play on the hardest difficulty, right? The story first, and then go online. That way, you know what the weapons do. You know, you can go ahead and tinker with stuff. The recovery rate for COVID. I mean, COVID's really, it's not. I'm not gonna say it's not a big deal, but it's really not that big of a deal. But yeah, I used to play Call of Duty all the time. I was like, I think I did hit Prestige 10. You can probably look up my stats on Xbox UPOS. I haven't played it in so long. You can probably still look at the stats online, but that's my gamer tag for Xbox UPOS. Unless somebody took it. What's up, Real Jingy? They better not. No one's gonna knock on my window. Again, there's a way you can tell when someone's gonna knock on your window or like be a little bit weird about shit. What happened over there in Keller, or further in Keller, I should say, is I parked, and immediately when I parked, they already called the cops. So they already called the cops. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna go get some food and, sit right here. And they called, they did their shit again, right? Yeah, that, I'm not even worried about them, They probably do. They probably hang out in the chat. It's all good. It doesn't bother me none. I live in I live in Watauga, right? Which is literally, I live on the cusp. Like, literally, they're like 5 minutes away from me. And I can like walk there within like, 20 minutes. Like where I'm at right now, I can walk there. Probably be there in like 15 minutes. But Watauga, in the area that I stay at, is so small. I walk. Y'all see me walk down to the church every now and then. I entered Keller, entered Watauga. Oh yeah, Dogwood. I've learned over the years, there's really no reason to even get mad at them or even argue with them, right? Stay mad at them if you want, but I'm not going to waste my energy and my time to prove a point that's already been proven. I'm allowed to be here. I'm allowed to eat here. I'm allowed to walk around the area. If you think I'm an asshole for doing that, okay, fine. Yeah, Bolthead, Modern Warfare Remastered 2 is already out, I believe. I think I have it. I think I have it. Do I have it? But again, they were already calling the cops on me before they even knocked on my door. They're already calling the cops. Yeah, I'm not even worried about it because it's like, you know, they built up a story, and I was waiting to see how far the story was going to go, because that story went hella far. It went from somebody's casing the houses, right? And y'all see me walk to the park. You know, cops arrived. Hey man, you're not doing anything wrong. You're not in trouble. Again, you're not wrong, or you're not in trouble. You're good. You know, you're not wrong, but people called on you, and you know, they're just a little bit worried. You know, people called, so you're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. We just want to reiterate that you did nothing wrong. Okay, you're not in trouble. And again, I didn't cuss out the cops or anything, did I? Nope. You know, then I go back to my car, and the guy saw me go back to my car, but he was acting like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah, that guy, that one blew my mind. That one guy. And I'll tell you why it blows my mind. Is that, like you said, they built a whole story of what they believe I am. At first I was casing the joint. Then I'm just some weirdo. Then I turned into a pussy because I didn't want to roll down my window or get out the car. So I get out the car, right? And I was going to walk back to the park, but then I thought about it, I was like, these people might be petty enough to destroy my car even further than what it is. So I turned around, I said, fuck it, I'll stay by my car. What's up? What's up, Jedi? So I turned from someone casing the joint, weirdo, pussy, and then all of a sudden, an asshole, a fucking idiot. And then I turned into, everything's going good. We're just enjoying food, talking about probably doing a gaming stream tonight, and figuring out what everybody wants to do. I might have a solution, actually. I might buy a party box, I believe. You know, they said, one guy said I was a pedophile. And then on top of him saying that I'm a pedophile, he goes back to his house, grabs his kid, and brings his kid out to me. And then proceeds to say, how you doing, Kenneth? Proceeds to say, you see, this is a pedophile, son. Why did you bring your kid out to somebody you believe is a pedophile? Like, obviously you don't believe I'm a pedophile. You just wanted to try, you know, say something that's triggering. It doesn't work, though. And they hate that. They hated that it didn't work. The other guy, the white guy with the red beard, probably didn't hear it, probably didn't catch on what he was saying, but he was also saying, way to act your color, you know, stuff like that, saying racist shit. But again, it depends on how you let it affect you. You can't let that shit affect you, because again, that's what they want. They want you to go ahead and get upset and act irrational. And when you act irrational, they say, see? You see? He's a crazy one. Quickly, grab the gun. Shoot him down. But again, you can't let people dictate how your day goes. Sorry, I'm flipping the camera real quick. Alright, that's a lot better. We finished our sandwich. Right, model citizen. That's the last thing I would ever do. And to me personally, here's my thought on people who make claims like that, right? Who just throw them out there for no reason. I suspect that they are actually the ones committing that said act, right? Because it's like, where did that even come from? I now think that kid may be in more danger from his father than of anyone else, right? And that's just my thought. It's not reality. It's not reality until it's proven, right? However, when people throw out accusations like that, like the craziest accusations, how do we know you're not robbing the place? You probably robbed a lot of places if that's what you're thinking. You know, how do we know you're not a pedophile? I think you might be a pedophile, especially if you're bringing your kid out here, you know, in front of, you know, what you believe is a said pedophile. So whenever, it's kind of like, I had a friend, his girlfriend was cheating on him, right? And every day she would accuse him of, you know, are you sleeping with somebody? Are you sleeping with somebody? I know you're messing with somebody. And then it came to light that she was getting dicked down by somebody else. Okay. So now it came to light that you are actually doing the dirt and accusing you are the loudest person about it. So therefore, whenever people make crazy accusations like that, that's what I think of. Right? Not to say it's happening, not to say it's true, but whenever you bring out that that type of accusation where it's not even part of the factor of what's going on, it makes me think you might be that type of person. And I'm gonna get to a parking spot before I read your comments, but let me go ahead and get over here. I'm gonna go down to the park real quick, because the park ain't that far. Dead squirrel. Oh, sad squirrel. Here's the fire department, some branches in the roadway. We get out that way. Whoop. By the way, Keller recently, a few days ago, was hit by a hailstorm that was almost a tornado. Right, so my wife was like, "Oh, can you park the car in the garage?" Because again, I'm still in the cusp of Keller / Watauga. Watauga and Keller are really, really, like, to be honest, so like it's so ridiculously how close it is that honestly, someone pulled my IP while I was online. They pulled my IP. And they're like, we know where you live. We know you live in Keller. I was like, all right, sure. Because you know what? I can pull IPs too. It's all right. I don't really give a fuck if you do it. But I mean, like, if you want to show up to my door, I mean, that's on you. All right? They make boxes for everybody. That's all I'm going to say. They make custom boxes for everybody. We can put you on a t-shirt. You can be a memory if you want, or yeah. So once I get down to this park, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read y'all's comments. I just don't do that while driving because, safety first, guys. Safety first. It kind of reminds me of who was it? The Junkyard News, right? The Junkyard News was carrying his case, his camera case, and that's all it is. It's a camera case, right? And officer arrived on scene and requested his information as normal, right? And he didn't want to give it. He didn't want to give it. So this is a Keller Park. I'm in the Keller Park right now. Let me turn that around. And we're gonna sit over here. Park. And of course Junkyard News refused and said, no, I don't really want to do anything. How you doing, Noli? I don't want to give out my information, such and such and such and such. Okay. I see. All right, I'm just reading y'all's comments real quick. Truth Seeker, how you doing? Your daughter lives in Keller. Oh, thank you, Noli. Yeah, so what happened with this whole situation with the Junkyard News is the officer who tried to get his information, he refused, such and such. Figure out later on, like a few days later, this officer is now being arrested for burglarizing a dead man's home, right? Picture that, right? Oh, I think, it's a little bit suspicious what you're doing out here, walking around with a bag, How do we know you're not up to something? How do we know you haven't stolen anything? All right, well, turns out this officer was stealing from a dead man. Officers do it too. Citizens do it. Officers do it. Everyone is not, deserving of an answer. Right. Guilty people do like to project themselves onto others. Just making sure they weren't running behind my car. Yeah, we're at I guess this is a dog park part of it. But yeah, I'm thinking, what is it, Jackbox TV? I think we can do that. I think everybody can actually do that. Yeah. It's so muggy right now. Like, literally, if you guys seen the damage around this area in Keller, like, this storm that came through, again, like, it was almost a tornado. Almost. The tornado sirens were going off. Like, they're telling people to get into shelter, make sure you're not anywhere near glass or sharp objects. Protect yourself, seek shelter now. It was that type of storm. And they got Gulf-sized hail, about like, that was tearing through the whole city of Keller. And a little bit of the hail went in through my area. But again, I live right on the cusp of Keller, Watauga, Fort Worth, and North Richland Hills, right? Watauga is like right there in between those entities right there. So again, when people are like, oh, well, you went way out of the way to like go into these white people's neighborhoods, it's like, I actually live in this neighborhood. I don't know what you're talking about, Like, it doesn't take me that long to get here. So, let me take us out of here because it seems a little depressing in this little area. Just because it was like destroyed by all the hail damage. Kind of sucks. Yeah, the hail was like crazy how ridiculous it was. Dismiss that alarm. Why is there an alarm on my phone right now? Come on, my buddy. Probably later on tonight. I'm thinking about purchasing a Jackbox TV again, just to go ahead and have a game that we all can play. You know, it doesn't really take much skill. It just depends on people's sense of humor, I guess, right? So what I'll do is I will download a game that is free for everyone else to play, right? Because again, I don't like to have a game that requires a large PC or something like that. And oh look, the fire department's here and everybody at the Keller PD. Nice. You know, I don't want to get a large game or something that, you know, takes a lot of specs just to run or whatever. You know, something that's easy for everyone to join in and have fun. So I would definitely get a game that is pretty decent. You won't have to worry about buying anything. I know we can do Among Us because you can play that on your phone, right? If y'all want to do that. We can host it and get it going. Yeah, Among Us is free. And Jackbox TV is also free for other users. Right, so I'll have to purchase a game, but you guys can play for free, and that's fine with me. Because we can probably do this every other Saturday, every other maybe Monday or so. And let me show you guys how close I am to these individuals here. Right, I'm gonna drive through where I was harassed. Right, I'm not gonna stop. I'm just gonna drive through. All right. And guys, also I appreciate the thought of everyone coming to my defense. But again, there's no I have no bad blood towards anybody, right? I just know, like, I actually feel bad for these people, right? Because for one, they came to a judgment so quick. They made so many accusations, and they say they're not trying to feed a narrative. But again, the narrative is that you come off as racist. However, don't call or harass these people. Okay, I mean that sincerely. Don't do that. Don't do that. Right? You know, you can always putting people on blast is easy, but then again, just picture if it happened to you. You know, again, I'm not saying you'd ever do anything stupid like that, but again, I would not call or harass anybody's place of business. I consider it a form of like cancel culture. So don't do that. I'm not going to tell you what to do. If you're going to do it anyway, that's on you. But I'm just going to say, hey, let it fucking slide. Let it happen. What happened. They came off as stupid. Hopefully the two people I talked to are willing to negotiate and talk to those people and say, like, hey, man, what you did was actually wrong, you know, and they actually learned something. But again, don't call their businesses and stuff like that. All right? Don't call their businesses. Don't call them up and harass them. You know, again, as long as I have the freedom to drive through an area in the U.S. that is not a private road, that is not a private property, I am okay with that. Okay? So as you see, this is the road here. This is the road here. Looks like they got a UPS driver coming through. This is it. It looks like they got hit by a lot of hail damage. A lot of it. This was the pool, dude. So whatever you guys do, just because it's probably his actual pool business, don't call his pool business to harass him, right? If you want to do something, if you really find his actions disgusting and don't want to partake in his business, don't call him up and harass him. Leave a review. Say, hey, we don't like this person because such and such, but don't have to call him up repeatedly, all right? I noticed some comments saying, here's his business number, call it up, ... Don't harass, just leave a review. Leave a review, okay? Because eventually what happens is they're going to associate all of that with what I'm doing. Right? They're going to assume that I'm sending out droves of people to do such and such, right? They're going to assume that, oh, well, he's a First Amendment auditor too. So that's all they do is they send droves of people to harass them, right? After contact, right? That's all they're going to assume, right? We're going to be the bigger people. We know they fucked up. We know what they did was not cool. And we're just going to say our opinion, but not harass them. That's how I prefer things go. I know that's not how things will go all the time, but that's how I prefer things go. I prefer things to happen civilly, right? To have meaningful discussions about what's going on, to people who do have a difference in opinion to actually like not do things in a volatile way. All right? That's why I have open discussions, because again, there's a lot of people who I disagree with, who I talk to all the time, and we handle it civilly. We talk to each other. We figure it out, right? However, when it comes to like, man, fuck you, such and such, it's not healthy. It's not going to fix anything. It's just going to make things a little bit worse. So there you go. I just passed through the same area in Keller, all right? It's not that far away from my house. We didn't go that far. So that's all I'm gonna say is, guys, don't harass these people. They already got a narrative that they want to spin. Don't help them think of, extra shit. All right. We need to think above that. I can drive through there every day if I wanted to. Every fucking day. Whoop, whoop. I can do 8 laps every day in that whole area if I wanted to. Would it matter if I do that? It doesn't fucking matter. You know what I saw last night? I saw a guy go to the bank right across from where I live. He went to the bank, and I think we're good. We might not be good. Okay, yeah, we're good. But it was 10 o'clock at night. The bank is closed, and I saw this guy in this truck walk up to the front of the bank, and he was looking left and right. You know what I did? I kept driving. You know why? I'm an idiot. It wasn't my business. You know what happened to that bank? The next day, it opened. It opened. Yeah, that's it. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. You know why? Because I'm not going to assume that person was up to no good just because it seemed a little weird that there was somebody outside of a bank walking up to it, doing this, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. I didn't see him committing crimes. I'm gonna leave it alone, right? I didn't even call the cops. I didn't call nobody. I just said, I saw this dude out there. I looked at his license plate. I said, oh, okay. Cool. I said, oh, he's driving a Ford F-150. Okay. If anything happens, well, fuck it. It's not my money. It's not my bank. If they ask questions, oh, well, we'll find out. They got cameras. But again, I don't assume there's a crime going to happen. I just say, oh, that's a little weird, and I document. I don't even bother you. If I thought you were about to shoot up somebody, I'd be like, oh shit, he looks like he about to shoot at somebody. I'm a document. I'm like, you look like it, but there's no way of me confirming that. I can't assume, because if I do something about it, and I end up killing an innocent man, or hurting an innocent man, or detaining an innocent man, or even just violating their rights for whatever reason because I assumed something, then I become that asshole. A lot of people don't think like I do. A lot of people don't think like they think that you have to stop something that appears to be a threat, even though they're not sure. Most of the time when I get contacted by anybody, they always say, well, we don't know what he's doing, but it's weird to us. It's suspicious. It's weird to us. I don't know what to do. You do nothing. I think that's a message we should get out there. Weird to us is not a crime. All right, we're already back home. I'm gonna read y'all's comments once I get to this parking lot. Guys, we're gonna start up a new business soon, so just in case if you guys want to partake in it, once I get everything running, I'm gonna start up this new business, and we're gonna try and see if we can go ahead and send out some cool stuff for you guys. All right, let me park here. We're at Lowe's right now. Yeah, Paris is definitely rioting unknown. I've seen that. The government said basically I believe they said they're going to choose who's media, right? Like they can walk up to you and say, "No, we don't think you're media," and actually try and validate it and tell you exactly where to stand, where to go, such and such. I believe that's one of them. Among Us can be played on your phone, by the way, if you want to do Among Us. Yeah, Paul, they are a little bit dumb, but again, model says, I'm not a better man than you are. You're the best man that you can ever be. Here you go. Okay, Jingy. Yeah, model says, I'm at my own business. Like, again, I'm sitting in this parking lot right now, and if a Lowe's employee came out and said, hey, man, what are you doing? I'd be like, oh, you know, just sitting here parking, talking to my audience. Is it cool? Whatever, such and such. But again, I don't owe that luxury to somebody on a public road, right? If that makes sense. Some people are saying it's common courtesy. Again, I don't owe that luxury on a public road, right? If someone's jogging and you're jogging and you seem to pass them by, and you're at a public park and you're both jogging, and you say, hey man, how many miles have you gone today? Is it their obligation to answer you? What if they just said, huh, awesome, kept going? Or even they said nothing, just walk by it, jog by you. Is that an obligation that they have to answer you? No. Therefore, it doesn't matter, just mind your business, and that's the way I am, right? I see some people all the time. I seen a guy fishing. Man, that guy whipped in that parking spot fast. What's up, gray dude? I'm not sure, Jingy. I'm not sure. No, model citizen, don't do that. Oh man, I think some people say it the best. So it's like, hey, picture a girl at a club who doesn't want to talk to you, right? You ask for her number, she doesn't want to talk to you. And you're like, well, fuck it, I'm calling the cops. Like, could you picture that? So what seems to be the problem? Officer, she won't give me her number. Ma'am, can I go ahead and get your information? Well, you see, we got a call about you, so therefore we have to get your information, right? That's right. I'm gonna get your number now, lady. It's public record now, lady. Like, come on, man. So I'm trying not to be rude to anybody who may think that way, right? Who thinks that, because you consider it common courtesy that it has to be obliged, right? It doesn't have to be obliged. I get what you're saying, Gene. I read it. I read it that you were talking about the officers. Who was that? Who was that one lady? I used to have a crush on Mia Kunis, right? Could you picture if I was like, look, Mila Kunis, I need your number because I need to talk to you. And she's like, no. I was like, well, I'm calling the cops. I'm gonna get that number, right? We getting that number. Don't flee the scene. Don't flee the scene, Mila Kunis. Don't flee the scene, Scarlett Johansson. Oh man, who was another girl I used to have a crush on? Right? Don't leave the scene, Tiana Taylor. I promise you. Calling the cops because you won't speak to me. They need your information. That's right. That's right. I asked you a question. You have to answer me. I offered to buy her a drink, but she didn't want to take it. What's up with that, officer? That's just weird. We're all supposed to be alcoholics here, and she ain't even participating. Well, sir, she's a designated driver. It's suspicious. I tell you. What do you mean a designated driver? We have taxis for a reason. There's no reason. Oh man, I swear if I had the mindset. That's right. I love that one. When officers say this line, right? Things will go a lot easier if you cooperate, right? Those are rights rapists, right? They're raping your rights, right? Sorry for the harsh terminology. No, they're rights rapists. Because only somebody who thinks, doing something against someone else's will and saying, if only you comply, things will go a lot easier for you. Just shut up and take it. It's horrible. It's a horrible reality, but it's reality nonetheless. I'm probably gonna go inside the store and get some stuff. But yeah, guys, I'm thinking tonight. If I think I'll schedule a time tonight to go ahead and do a game night for us all. We're going to do a game night, okay? The question is, are we drinking as well? I don't know. Because we're all supposed to be alcoholics. There are not supposed to be any sober people here, okay? We just said. I'm not drinking. Let's see. I think Jackbox TV is what we're probably going to do. Party Box. And, yeah, Party Box. Definitely. That will work because again, there's multiple different games in there. We can do chocolate milk. We can do a Party Box that have multiple games. I think they got like Quibbage and stuff like that, or unemployed alcoholics. Yeah, we can do something, guys. We can figure it out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plan on for tonight for us to go ahead and get a game night going. It is 12 o'clock in Texas right now. That 12 o'clock is wrong on my dash, saying 12 a.m. But it's 12 o'clock right now, and later on tonight, I'm sorry, probably say around like 5, maybe. Yeah, maybe 5 o'clock Central Time. We'll go ahead and get up a game going. Yeah, I think that's enough time. I think that's perfect. We'll do that. So, unemployed alcoholics, man. I'll go ahead and talk to y'all later. Love, peace, chicken grease. Don't do drugs. Stay in school. We'll see y'all later.